course, there are a lot of questions right now about what is going to happen next. And joining us for more perspective is Dr. Brent Sasley. He chairs the political science department at UT Arlington. Dr. Sasley, thanks for being here. The U.S. has been on alert for retaliation from Iran, and the president ended up in the Situation Room today when the first news of this broke. Another strike against Iran has already been threatened by President Trump, but how does the U.S. prevent this from becoming a wider war in the region that drags on for years?
That would require careful management, not just decisions about military force, but about diplomacy as well. The key is to bring Iran back to a diplomatic effort to negotiate a new nuclear deal. And Iran is not going to do that so long as it's under the gun, so long as it's being attacked by military force. And so what the president's challenge is right now is to balance out that use of force with diplomacy, including bringing traditional American allies into the discussion.
Is there any chance of diplomacy at this point, though? It seemed like Europe was helping to negotiate for a while there, and then President Trump initiated the strike against Iran, which turned out successful. But diplomacy seems to have taken a back seat right now.
It has, and we're not really sure what exactly the president's future plans are, either in the short term or the intermediate term. It's hard to tell with the Iranian regime, but generally the consensus is that it does not want this to go all that much further. Iran is weak. It's probably the weakest strategically that it's been in decades. And so its options are limited. And any increase or any escalation of the conflict with the United States will go badly for Iran. Whatever other damage it can do, which probably would be minor, it would not go well for Iran.
And then another question, Dr. Sasley, a lot of folks have here too, is this going to spill out of the Middle East? Or people are taking vacations in Europe? Or, we heard the other day that police in New York and LA are already on alert. Are you concerned at all about this actually becoming a situation elsewhere?
Anytime war breaks out anywhere, there's always the chance of what we call spillover effects. I think it's unlikely that this particular exchange of fire will spill over into Europe or certainly into the United States. Most likely it would stay contained within the Middle East. No guarantees, obviously, but Iran has no interest in expanding this across the world. It would be very detrimental for Iran. Right now, American allies are looking for a way to get Iran back to the table, to find a way out of this. Yeah. But if Iran makes them angry by engaging in attacks against their citizens around the world, then they won't be able to do that for Iran.
And of course, Israel is our biggest ally in the region there. But what impact does the U.S. joining Israel in the strikes on Iran? What does that mean to our relations with other Middle East countries?
It's complicated. Some of the Arab countries in the Middle East are a little bit nervous that the United States has become so heavily involved, dropping these bunker busters on 3 Iranian nuclear sites. Most of the Arab countries around Iran are rivals with Iran, and so they're not unhappy that Iran's military might be degraded, but there is still some nervousness about what exactly what will happen after this, and we won't know for the next little while either.
Yeah, certainly something to keep an eye on. Dr. Brent Sasley from UT Arlington, thank you for the insight. Thank you for the time as well.
Thank you for having me.